Okay, so what I wanted to do is a real quick video on how to start up with a big bore air rifle, what you'll need. 2 weeks ago, this is something I took a little bit of interest in and I didn't know anything about it. So basically you have, your big bore air rifle. This is a 45 caliber AEA I chose. There's your rounds for it. It's got a pressurized tank. I don't know how many milliliter, whatever that is, but it takes 4,500 pounds of pressure. There's gauge on your rifle. Okay, so to get this thing pressured up was my next bit of research, and is what I found out is you have to have a PCP compressor. I looked at several. With the budget I wanted to start with, I went a lot cheaper. I didn't want to buy a higher end unit. I wanted to actually see the actual power and what one of these could do before I invested bigger. And so this is a TO Auto, whatever that is. I believe it's a Chinese compressor. It was off eBay and it was around $200. Now I was kind of skeptical about it. I did have some good reviews, decent reviews. And as what I went ahead and did with this was bought a $17 3-year replacement plan from Allstate. I figured it's worth it. If this thing will last 3 years, okay, good. If it doesn't, I can get another one. So basically, quick startup here. When you select your size caliber rifle you want, this one came from Utah Air Guns. I like their website the best. They were friendly, helpful guys. But basically, this one, I added a silencer to it, suppressor, whatever you want to call it. And basically, it came with everything else, not the case. This is a case I previously had for another rifle. I did get the Nielsen specialty ammo from them. This is 290 grain, 45 caliber ammo. But anyway, so let's just move on. I want to show you how to use this in the simplest way, just to get you a little bit of knowledge and started. This fill adapter also came with this AEA Element Max, and is what you do with that. You're in pieces with your O-rings, go into the port in the side of the rifle. You're going to take your hose connection off of your compressor, and you're going to plug it in with a quick connect, and your other quick connect with your filter in goes over here. I assume that's the way I've been doing it. I've seen other people put a filter here, but it is a filter. I don't think it's one directional. Maybe, I don't know. So anyway, this cheap compressor doesn't have all the features. It is a manual compressor. You do have to watch your air volume as it fills the rifle. This one will come on, the fan will come on automatically when you plug it in. And then you're going to hit this button to start pressurizing it. And you've got this drain bleeder here. You're going to have to close that. So we're going to plug it in here. And you'll hear the fan going. A really important thing with these for longevity in life is to make sure they cool down. This one says that's your temperature gauge. Do not take it over 80 degrees Fahrenheit. It'll mess up the machine. If it gets close to that, you need to switch the compressed air off and let the fan run. I've never even got close to that temperature, but I still always let it run 3 to 5 minutes when I'm done using it. Now this rifle is somewhat charged already. We're just going to top it off. So here we go. That's open. Now it's starting to compress. I'm going to close this air cock. And we'll start to see a little pressure come up. Like I said, it was pre-charged. And we can see that. And it's already like at 250 bar. I'm going to take it up to 300. It doesn't take too long. Okay, we've come up to about 300 bar, 4,500 PSI. I'm going to shut this off. I'm going to go ahead and let it cool a little bit. It's probably not real crucial for as little as it ran, but we'll go ahead and let it run a little bit. So, the gauge on this compressor shows a little bit less than the gauge on the air gun. But we're not too worried about that. You just don't want to go over a whole bunch on here. So I pretty much pay attention to this one. The one thing with these two is sometimes they will climb a little bit in pressure, and I was told that is due to the heat that the compressor generates into the tank. So that's just something to think about. If you come in and you're clear in the red for some reason, you're probably going to want to go fire off a shot. All right. But we're at 20 degrees on this. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. Like I said, if it was higher, I would, let it run longer. But I kind of want to get this video done too. So there that is unplugged. To disconnect the rifle, you're going to go ahead and hit this bleeder. Bleed the pressure off. And I don't know what there is, a check valve or something in the rifle. It doesn't let a whole bunch come back just out of the line. And it is normal to get some condensation out of here. You're going to go over here. I just pull the whole chuck out, leave it on the hose. And then we're ready to go and do some target practicing or whatever. Now, a couple more things I want to add. This rifle's pretty good. It's a single shot, 45. It's powerful. I'm not going to say a lot about that. I'll probably do some videos later of what it would penetrate and at what range and all that kind of stuff. This is just, again, a video to help somebody get started. I would definitely, say the AEA air guns are good. Utah air guns was a lot of help. Onto the compressor. I did ask him about compressors. Like I said, I didn't want to spend a ton of money, so I got this one off of eBay. They have them on Amazon too if you want to go that way. Look at your reviews. Some guys say they work fine. Like I said, you got a 3-year warranty on this one. So if it does go kaput, I can replace it. The thing with this was the eBay seller, I don't know exactly who they were, but this thing got here fast. I'm in Wyoming. This came from Texas. It was literally here in like 2 days. That's really fast for out here. It came in this really solid box that you can use for a case for storage. A little chewed up there. One of our cats got here and ate it up. But great heavy-duty storage box. Comes with the owner's manual. It'll explain everything again because I'm sure I missed something. You'll have other questions. But that kind of wraps it up to start with a big bore air rifle and a PCP compressor. And this one does come 110 volts, plug it into a standard outlet, or 12 volt if you want to run it off a vehicle battery, etc., whatever. That's basically it. I hope this helps somebody get started. Another thing I did want to add, at one time I had considered getting a foot pump, a hand pump for one of these. I would recommend that you don't. I really don't think they're worth it. It'd take you too long. It'd take, you're limited to shots on these anyway. But the shots, if you can take 3-4 good shots, what more do you need? What are we going to do? Waste a bunch of bullets? Or are we actually going to hit targets or whatever we need to? And that's the most important thing. But I wouldn't mess with a hand pump because that would just take you too much time. It would take the fun out of it. There are other ways to do it. There are portable tanks you can buy, like little scuba tanks and whatnot. I do believe maybe the smaller ones of these, it probably would fill them. I don't think it'd be immediate. It would take time and it would get heated. But just for filling, out of the PCP compressor into the air rifle, this is more than proficient. So I hope this helped somebody. Thank you. We'll see you again.